Welcome back. You are still watching Prime Daybreak on Prime TV, and as we did state earlier, we are going to be talking entrepreneurship, and I have with me in the studio an entrepreneur. His name is Elvis Singoma, just to tell us about entrepreneurship and of course the trainings that are coming over the weekend. Now, Elvis, thank you very much for making it to Prime Daybreak. Welcome to this interview.
Thank you so very much. It's my pleasure.
Okay. Now, first things first, tell us about the training that is coming up this weekend.
Okay, all right. Every year we normally have kick-off trainings, and this is one of them. We have one on Saturday, 29th of February. And we have international delegates who have come all the way from Kenya, Uganda and Tanzania. These are some of the successful entrepreneurs in our organization who have been doing this business for some time now, and we're going to have a leaders training. This is just for members. People are already members in our business, in our company, and we will also have another event on Sunday, 1st of March at 13 hours. And this is where we are going to be showcasing the business, showing the business to people who have never attended our presentations. So this is going to be a very big event, and this event is going to attract not less than 4,000 people. And I think soon after this interview, I'm going to be giving out free tickets to the entrepreneurship event, and each ticket is going at 100 kwacha. However, I'm going to give out 5 tickets during this show. So I'll give out my number after the interview. Then the first 5 people are going to call me within Lusaka. I'm going to give them free tickets to an entrepreneurship event. And these tickets are costing 100 kwacha each. So I think 5 people are going to walk away with free tickets this morning.
Let's talk entrepreneurship.
Yes.
What is the contribution of entrepreneurship to the country's economy and development, and of course the well-being of people that are engaging themselves in entrepreneurship?
Wow, I've always taught people to say entrepreneurship is the answer, especially now that we are living in a time that jobs are not really easy to find, because the mindset of every African is programmed that the only way you can survive or you can live a good life is by getting a job. So I am here to actually encourage people to say entrepreneurship is here to help a lot of people despite not getting jobs. We've seen people who are graduating with very good school qualifications, and yet they cannot get jobs. So that's the more reason why we are saying entrepreneurship is the answer, because the government may not employ every graduate. Okay, today it's really sad to see people who are graduating. For instance, you graduate from business management, and then you start looking for a job so that you can work for someone, despite having the skills. Okay, so we want to see every like a good number of Africans, Zambians, venturing into entrepreneurship, so that you can also help the government to employ others. Because if you can venture into entrepreneurship, it means you are also creating jobs. So we are encouraging everyone, and really, to be very honest, we are living in a time where technology, innovation, machinery, these things are taking our jobs, and the only way out is to venture into entrepreneurship. Yeah.
Most people would argue that it's not easy to enter into entrepreneurship, considering most of them do not even have capital to start a business.
Wow. I've met quite a number of people who have been telling me about the same issue of capital. To be very honest with you, it calls for decision. Once you are decided, I don't think capital is a factor if you really want to venture into entrepreneurship, because just the way you are surviving that is capital on its own, okay? So meaning each and every African, every human being can raise capital to start up something. You can start up something that will give you something so that you can go to another level. So you don't need to be great for you to get started. You just need to get started for you to be great. So you can start from anywhere. You can start from anything. Okay, maybe the problem that we have is on expenditure, because we see quite a number of our friends who are really surviving, like Zam cabs, people who are pushing wheelbarrows. They are able to raise some money from there, even if it is not your wheelbarrow. Maybe you're just working for someone who employed you as a Zam cab, and you are able to save something from whatever you are doing. You can start up something. If it means starting with 2 bundles of tomato on a table for you to raise some profit, to make some profit out of it, you can still do it. Maybe the problem also could be people have no patience. They want to become rich overnight, which is not possible, because if you are doing a legitimate business, it calls for patience. You need to be patient enough. You need to be focused. You need to have a dream. You need to have a compelling reason why you are doing something. Okay? You need to see yourself there even before you have yet, even before you get there. So you need to have a vision. You need to understand where you are going. If you understand where you are going, every step along the way will count. So that's the reason why we're saying everyone can manage to venture into entrepreneurship. And it is also very important to also get acquainted to the people already in the industry of entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is a general term, but we have different industries within the same name. So you need to find people who are already doing what you want to do, so that you can get some advice from them. You seek for advice, and they are going to help you on how to also become great in life. So anyone can really make it in entrepreneurship. If you don't have capital now, it may take some time for you to raise capital, but you need to start up something now so that you can also get there. Maybe the other thing is also laziness. Someone is saying, no, I cannot get capital, and you are just sitting at home. Maybe you are just a dependent. You need to find something that can give you some income, so that you can also save and plan for something and venture into entrepreneurship. Yeah.
Now, tell us about the training that is coming over the weekend. What really will it be focusing on, especially the Saturday one?
All right. The Saturday event, which is just for members, and I think we'll also have non-members who have already seen our business presentation, so that they can also see a bigger picture, because even the Saturday event will also attract more than 3,000 people, if I'm not mistaken. Now, what are we going to be talking about? In entrepreneurship, we have quite a number of things that we look at, okay? Life in general, because we understand that when you venture into entrepreneurship, you cannot just make it from without. You need to understand certain things, the do's and the don'ts, the nitty-gritty of the business, okay? So we are going to be talking about life in general, where you understand money management, because we have quite a number of people who are already in entrepreneurship, and they end up failing. Why? Because maybe they did not spend their money very well. So we also look at money management. We look at skills, the skills of our business. How do you, because in every business involves people. So we also train people skills. How do you approach people? How do you talk to people? How do you sell your merchandise? How do you sell yourself? So these are some of the skills that we also talk about during the training for members, and we also have some motivational training, where we get those who have already made it in the industry. They just come to inspire those who are just starting in the business. So we have quite a number of trainings. To be very honest with you, the people that are coming to Zambia, that they are already here. These are people who started from nothing, and today they have made millions and millions in the same business that we are talking about. So it will be a very, very important, and it will be a very powerful training on Saturday. So it's really an event that one cannot afford to miss. I know there are members of M Global in Zambia who are watching me right now. I would like to urge you that this is an event that you can't afford to miss. Make sure that you buy a ticket. I know tickets have been moving, people have been buying tickets, but we still have a few more tickets. So make sure that you talk to your uplines. I know you have uplines. Ask them where you can get these tickets, because you can't afford to miss this event. This is an event that is going to change your life in one day. Your future is really very bright after this event.
Now, let's talk about the Sunday one. Who is invited to come to this particular event, and where and when? What is the time for this event?
Okay, the event that is going to take place on Sunday is going to be at Carousel Mall. Carousel Mall is just near Comesa. They are the biggest mall in Comesa, and we are going to have this event on the ground floor of the building that is in the middle, because Carousel has got 3 buildings, and we're going to have this event on the middle building, the building that is in the middle. Now, the time is 13 hours, and those that are invited are people who want to see our business showcase. Okay, so everyone is invited, including you, and I'm going to give you a ticket soon after this event.
Sure.
Let's hope you're going to make it.
I will, obviously.
Yeah, sure. So everyone is invited, and if you want to get tickets, you can talk to any member of Alliance in Motion Global. They will give you tickets, and these tickets are going to accord you to enter to this business showcase. So thereafter, what is going to happen is, during the event, we will just be showing the business, the legitimacy of the business, because we also have doubting Thomases who always say, how legitimate is this business? We will showcase the legitimacy, showing the certificates of our company, as well as the products that we champion, because in every good business there must be products. So these are the products that we're gonna be showcasing, showing you the importance of the products. Thereafter, we'll also show you how to make money from the same business in a very upgraded system. Okay, then we'll also share a lot of testimonies from people who have already made it from the business. So in short, for the doubting Thomases, we'll also show them the money itself, because they want to touch the wounds before they believe that this is Jesus Christ. So we'll show them the money so they can see how authentic our business is. Yeah.
Now, moving on, let's talk about the people that are coming for this particular meeting expect, apart from them learning about this business. Do they expect to have connections on how they can go about it?
Wow, this is the time for people to connect, really, because I understand we have people who have been struggling in entrepreneurship around the globe, in Zambia, in Africa, and particularly Lusaka. This is the time you can connect with a lot of entrepreneurs. This is the time for you to also sell your product. If at all you have a product that you are selling, you can still meet a lot of people during the event, before the event, and after the event. This is your chance. Make sure that you get in touch so that you are also part of this event, because the people that are coming from from different parts of Lusaka, and you might just get connected to your destined connector. So this is your chance, really, because we'll be having a lot of people on this during this event. Yeah, sure.
Now, as we come to the end of this interview, what are your concluding remarks? And let's try and help those people that are still deciding about entrepreneurship.
Wow, they say nothing can stop a made-up mind. Meaning, the first step is to make sure that you decide. Once you are decided, nothing can stop you. Because in every business, to be very honest with you, there are challenges. And challenges do not matter when it comes to someone who has decided. You decide to venture into entrepreneurship, and then you decide to say, this is what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my life. You say, enough is enough. I've been working for others for too long. Now I want to have something that can also, that I can call my own. Really, getting a job is not a problem, but you need to have another source of income, which is also very important. There are people who say, I want to do entrepreneurship side by side with my current job. You are welcome, because entrepreneurship is for everyone. You can do it on a full-time, you can do it on part-time. It is still okay. Until you get to a point where you feel your job doesn't matter anymore. The way I started myself, really, I was working when I ventured into entrepreneurship. Later on, it only took me 3 months for me to decide to say, I don't think I can ever work for anyone. So really, to be very honest with you, this is something that is going to change your life, take you somewhere, help you realize your dreams. So it is about deciding. The day you decide to say, I want to change my life, I want to become my own boss, I want to change other people's lives, I want to do this, is the day that your life changes. So we are here to advise you to say entrepreneurship is the way to go. Yeah, maybe I can also give out tickets now.
Sure.
All right. So I'm sure you are watching, and I'm giving out these tickets to Lusaka residents only. So if you are in Lusaka, I'll only give out to the first 5 people who are going to call me after this interview. And my number is 0978 14 69 12. 0978 14 69 12. Call me now, I'll find that missed call and I'll call you back. Only 5. Thank you so much.
Elvis, we'd like to thank you very much for making an appearance on Prime Daybreak, and we are hoping that the meeting will be successful for people, because we want to believe that this will help also develop the livelihood of our people and the country at large.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so very much.
We have been talking to Elvis Singoma, an entrepreneur, and he was talking to us about the meetings that are coming up over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday at Carousel. So for now, we take a short break, and when we come back, we'll be talking sports.
Jones, how's the weather?
Rather warm, isn't it?
The boys will fix it.